I have an aggressive statement to make. I think that I can make you like salmon. Please do not leave. Everybody sit down. You have not been dismissed. I call this dish salmon for the fish haters, and it is specifically because I made it for people who proclaimed that they hated salmon. And everyone I have made it for that has carried that proclamation has loved it, to include the cameraman.
Guilty. It's delicious. I'm a little upset about it, but not really.
You do actually kind of sound upset about it. The secret to loving the salmon is A, how we cook it, and B, the sauce that we put on it. This is sticky glazed salmon, and we're also gonna make some amazing green beans to go with them. Both the green beans and the salmon come together in about 10 minutes. So this dish also moves super fast. It's really great for quick weeknight meals, and I am telling you, it will hit every single time. The first thing we're gonna do is bring this glaze together and then just set it aside. It comes together so fast. It's 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, heaping, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, 1 teaspoon rice wine vinegar, and 4 teaspoons Dijon mustard. I also really like using hot Chinese mustard, so if you have that, you can swap that for the Dijon mustard. It adds just like a nice little bit of heat, but nothing too crazy. That's it. That's a wrap. Our sauce is on the stove simmering, and now we are gonna go ahead and prepare our salmon. I like to do mine in the air fryer, but you can also do yours in the oven, and the instructions for that are in the description of this video. We get our salmon from the fish market at Whole Foods. We just ask for 2 pieces of salmon. I'm gonna put them in our air fryer basket. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I just put a parchment paper down because I gotta spray this thing down so aggressively. I don't want my skin to stick. Sometimes people say that they don't like something, and sometimes that can be true, and that's fine. But sometimes I think people don't like something because it hasn't been prepared well. Like I used to not like mushrooms, and then I learned how to cook them the way that I like them. Same with salmon. I used to not like salmon, and then I was like, wait, first of all, get fresh salmon. Don't get salmon that is the lowest quality salmon. This is not smelly fish. Like I'm not being hit by the smell of salmon. Are you being hit by the smell of salmon?
No.
So just have that in mind, good quality ingredients, and sometimes the way that you prep something does matter in if you are gonna like something or not. Give everything a try at least like 10 times. We don't have to put anything on the salmon because that sauce has such good flavor to it, and the soy sauce has a lot of salt in it, so we also don't need to salt it. Trust the process. Let's get started on our green beans. I just have a tablespoon of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna let that melt, and then we're gonna bring everything together. Our butter is nice and melted, so I am gonna add in about a 1/4 cup of shiitake mushrooms. This is optional, but the shiitake mushrooms just make it. And at this point, I'm also gonna add in my green beans. And the reason for this is I want both the mushrooms and the green beans to get so nice and crispy. I call this dish eat them straight out of the pan green beans because they are so crispy, they are so delicious, they are so flavorful. You will eat this whole pan by yourself. It's been a few minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 cloves of garlic crushed. You all have to believe me when I say this is 2, okay? Oh no. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and we're gonna cook them for an additional 8 minutes because like I said, I want these to get almost charred and crispy. This is another dish that's like, if you think you don't like green beans, try making them this way. While these are cooking for about 8 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and put my salmon in my toaster oven using the air fryer function. I have it on the air fryer function at 400 degrees for 8 minutes. Our green beans are getting so nice and crispy, so now I'm gonna go ahead and toss in a few slices of lemon. This is the secret ingredient, and let it go for another few minutes, and then these green beans are ready to eat right out of the pan. Is the level of cooking I am talking about, you all, that will make the green beans so crispy. And listen, if you don't like green beans, if you don't like vegetables, like maybe you just need to burn them a little bit. Maybe they're too fresh for you. My green beans are done. It's time to eat them straight out of the pan. Oh my gosh, you all. I promise you I could just stand over this pan and eat these green beans. No one said you had to share. My salmon is done. I am going to pull it out and glaze it. Our skin did not stick, and you all, it's nice and crispy. That's why I like using the air fryer. Oh yeah. Yay! Now all I have to do is get my glaze on here, and I am going to put it under the broiler for just a few minutes just so that glaze gets a little bubbly. Is served. You all, this truly came together so fast in probably under 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna taste. I've already had so many green beans. I don't wanna talk about it. I added a little bit more glaze to it because I love that sauce. More sauce. You've never had salmon like this. It's not fishy at all. The glaze complements the salmon so well. Usually I also serve this with my buttery rice, which is in my new cookbook, The Cook's Book, along with this salmon recipe and the eating the green beans right out of the pan. Here's to a recipe that is salmon for the fish haters. Not anymore. Do you like hate goldfish like you want? Well, there's another fish, a snacking, a goldfish, the cheese fish. It's a cheese cracker.
Do you think that people who don't like salmon don't like cheese snack crackers?
I don't want to be presumptuous. Who knows?
Like, you think the fish haters are like really fish haters?
What if they are?